you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I grind through the climb, I ain't right pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's fucking key ingredient is belief. They'll see the negativity, but I just gotta right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 you got a mind, but even that can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst I say, turn it to a game. Take the best I say, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past, start a pain, and you find a door. Open it up, and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
24 hours of programming. Here's some bullshit that happened somewhere today. We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, when residents in this neighborhood were shocked to see this fairly common thing happening. An attractive witness described the event in breathless terms.
I went to my window and I was like, whoa, there's some bullshit happening.
That happened right over there. I'm an older man, so you can trust what I say.
Authorities in special uniforms rushed to the scene to stand around while our cameras filmed them. Our reporter Keith Collins joins us now live from the scene of the bullshit through the use of expensive technology. Good to be with you again, Keith. We have a colorful graphic here that shows instances of bullshit like this are on the rise. Is that right?
Yes, although why is unclear. Some say it's because of one fucking reason. Others say it's because of some other fucking reason. I talked to this random expert on the subject who told me this thing you're about to hear him say right after he points at a piece of paper.
In this case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
All right, people, what's happening with it? Yes, again, just for another stream, we're going to be dealing with the funky looking camera settings. I apologize for it, but it did work last time. The experiment did work. The people that told me that what was up, they were telling the truth. I do want to run it one more time. Tonight, I'm going to give you a quick update on Don and Candace. We are going to review. We've called this with the Tragedy Pimps and Seth. I mean, you can't go anywhere on these YouTube streets without running into Seth Rogers. You just can't. Some of these cases go like wildfire, and this is definitely one of them. And there's so much shit into it, but we're gonna peel back some of it tonight. Not too much. We're gonna tell the truth. What's right there in our faces, and we have to realize it. And it might not be the popular opinion, and that's fine. That's fine. At least I'll say it. We're also going to do, listen, I'm going to call a jail in Texas, and I'm going to schedule me a visitation with Benjamin with you guys on the phone. I'm going to do a visitation with Benjamin. We're going to set it up, and we have some other case updates real fast before they hit comments. I have not been uploading, and I have not been doing any videos since the last live. Okay. At the end of the live, I was telling you some medical stuff's going on with me. Everything's fine except for the neck. I'm still kind of stiff. So I did go to the ER. I got a picture real fast. I went to the ER a couple days ago. I haven't been to work. I've had a couple days off work. I'm kind of fucked up. Here's the deal.
I tossed him around like a rag doll.
So here's me in the hospital. Posted my member section. My neck was fucked up. That I did the live, the last live on the channel. My neck was all fucked up, and it's hard to get out of bed. There's no way I was going to work. So I went to the ER, and the lady was like, you want the good news or bad news? They took an MRI and all this type of stuff, X-rays, and I'm like, hey, give me the bad. And she's like, man, you have severe arthritis on your neck. She's like, you have to slow down. I was truthful with her. Look, a lot of people don't know this. I do physical labor, have my whole life. Then there was a time period where I was driving semi-trucks for some time, which gave my body like a break. But no matter if I was mixing cement or driving a truck, no matter what part of my life, no matter if I was in jail or out of jail, I always hit the gym and I always hit the weights hard. So a lot of physical labor and a lot of gym, a little bit of overdose, a little bit of overdo. So the lady told me I have to slow it down. I don't mind going beast mode. I actually enjoy it. But the doctor says I have to slow down. If I don't slow down, then I'm gonna fuck myself up even worse. So I guess what that means is I'll be going on live more, because if you don't know, I work. I get up at 6. I put my 8 hours in, sometimes more. Try to get 9 hours, and then I come home and I work out. I work outside in the backyard. Work out for a good hour. I'm always going. I'm always going. And yeah, so I gotta slow it down. It's a big thing, but it was a scare. She said it's very serious that I have to slow down. So I'm just giving everybody an update. Don't get worried, nothing like that. But that's the reason for me not uploading, is because, man, I've been in the bed. They give me these muscle relaxers. Holy crap. I take one of these muscle relaxers and, man, I'm out of there. So I couldn't even do nothing on the computer. I couldn't even sit up like this. My neck was that bad. But so that's why I haven't been uploading. But it's all good. Who's up in here? Ryan 88, ain't seen you in a long time. Cammy, Rapper, what's happening, bro? What? Good to see you. What's up, Ryan? Long time no see. The lovely Damaged Goods. I saw Mystical in here. Smash the like button if we can. Shares ass cheeks are in here. That's funny. 6 months. Why is it only? Oh, you have to redid it?
No. That's Damaged. And
oh, that's the other one?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I membered twice. Never.
Thanks for find it. Yeah, I got all my shirts at Walmart. You guys always compliment my shirts. I'm telling you, these are all Walmart shirts. But so that's what's going to happen tonight. I want to review some of these assholes. We knew this was going to happen with the Tragedy Pimps. We knew it was going to happen. But it's comical to just watch it play out right in front of you. It really is comical. It's very. At some point, all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh. How you doing, Charlotte? So before I get into this, Prayer Garden of Canada, she's very upset about the expose that we did on the last live. She thinks she has all the sense by deleting her lives, like people can't screen record them themselves, right? And that's exactly what we did. And she cannot stand it, actually. So apparently she has a dry threat out there that when I'm backstage or something like that, I whipped my cock out or some shenanigans. I have no idea what that lady's talking about. Okay. Now, what I will tell you is there may have been some ass cheeks, exchanged with the camera lens. It's kind of foggy. I'm not sure about it. I don't really remember that. I'm pleading the fifth on that as well. But I may listen, allegedly, hypothetically, and for educational purposes, when she's not letting me on the stage and I'm backstage and she's talking shit, possibly there may have been ass cheeks. Okay, possibly. I'm not saying that I did that. Possibly. But the thing about it is, what kind of dry threat is this? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna show the ass cheeks? Or because you can't do that. So like, what kind of threat or this sleuth and these like this is her brain working in real time. Like even her threats suck. But if you really want to know, she shot me the ass cheeks. Okay, she started flirting with me, and I screen snapped it right here. Okay, I sure did. Look, she thought she was slick, and I got the ass cheeks, people. So Swear Garden, 2 can play this game all day. Okay, you want to fuck around and find out? Don't act like you're and what the hell does busted open mean? I don't understand what that means. Why did you send me this and say busted open? What does that mean? Busted open. What does it mean? Let me read the phone. You said, I just want to bust it open for a real nigga. What does that mean? What does that mean, Prayer Garden? What's up, Aaron? So yeah, that's Prayer Garden's ass. Okay.
That's the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life. Are you sure those aren't camel balls?
Speaking of her, look what she does to Summer Wells' picture. She made her a troll. It's disgusting. You know, with all this Sebastian Rogers case talk going on, and it's all been drama, people. It's all been drama. The awareness for Summer, I feel, has been taking a little bit of a backpedal. Look, we want all the kids to be found, but you just hate to see less awareness on certain individuals, and that goes all the way across the board. You know, it's so weird. Like with this Sebastian Rogers case, you can't go anywhere on YouTube without running into it. TikTok, everything. It's just everywhere, and it's a lot of drama, and drama sells. And it's just sad though, because there's cases where people need real help. The media is not helping these families. You just wish that each family could get the same amount of attention. And look, for what it's worth, man, black folk out there, they get done dirty. They get done dirty. They absolutely do. You know what I mean? Unless it's something like the Shaquilla Robinson case or something like that, they get done dirty. There's no airwaves. There's no airtime. It's pretty bad. But you hate to see the backstep and viewership and the awareness go down on Little Summer. So we are heading out there for Summer's Day. We're definitely going to go, and I want to brainstorm with you guys about that. I'm going to go ahead and get this out now and get ahead of it. So upcoming here, within a few weeks, Don and Candace have court for the boys. And so, just understand that. Speaking with Don now and looking into this CPS corruption, it's a wormhole it's a very, very weird wormhole. There's plenty of information out there to check it out, but you really don't have many sources. People are really scared of CPS. I've never dealt with CPS personally. Okay. As far as YouTube goes, creators put CPS on each other all the time. We all know that. And people do it in real life. I know people who've done that in real life. But as far as like dealing with the corruption side of it, I never really knew that whole side. So it's interesting to me. And, the conversation is different between if I talk to Don about this now, because I kind of have a little bit of some insight, especially have that guy on my panel and him explaining everything that he did and all his receipts. It's deep. It's in every state. It's deep. So, before Don would tell me CPS is trying to legally take his kids, I thought off face value, that's kind of like way out there. I'm going to keep it real until I started looking into this stuff. I 100% understand where he's coming from at this point. Now, it's now like a normal conversation. It's not way out there for me. And what's hard is if you dig into the corruption of DCF, you can't go too far because a lot of those people get silenced very fast. It's just very interesting wormhole. I want to check the comments on that. But yeah, they do have court coming up. So, it is what it is. personally, my feelings on that is, my personal feelings on that is, I hate to see them with the boy situation. That was an ugly moment. I feel like almost it was what would I say? Set up? Not set up, but with the whole situation with the boys, involvement in CPS. Not set up, but like led into. Was that better?
It was. They were manipulated.
Yeah.
It was under false pretenses.
These false pretenses led into. It's just sad to see, but you know, keep them in your prayers. Too bad our Grady Judd isn't in Tennessee. Oh man, he's the man. Yeah, Aaron, that's right. You're over here. He's the man. Big sting. Big sting. Speaking of the TBI and a sting, I'm going to show you guys something the TBI posted here in a second. CPS screwed me over as a child, not as an adult. Really. Yeah, I just don't know that part of the system. I never been through it as a kid. I never, had to deal with them. I've had friends and stuff that's had to deal with them, but I never, was, I guess, interested in it like that. Look, if I put a survey up on the community wall, overwhelmingly, and it has nothing to do with like Don or Candace or any family, any missing person's family. If I put a poll up, it's overwhelming going to say like if I was to say like, do you believe CPS or DCF has massive corruption into it? It's going to be way yes. And, it just is, people. Are you sure that's not her face? That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. What's up, Innocent? I did some research, and you can tape an inappropriate live and still turn it into YouTube. You damn sure could. Good for you, Annabelle. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for doing that. That's awesome. Yeah, Amy. We got Amy Lynn being Amy. Hello, Amy. I meant to say, Aaron, being that you are down here in Florida, you know what I was thinking the other day with these cases and stuff, especially like Summer and Sebastian's. Like, Florida's very, very tough on crime. Like, I've had to deal with the criminal. I've had to deal with it. Trust me, they're very tough on crime. If you do the crime here, you're gonna do the time, and they're gonna get you. You just wonder sometimes, like with states that are ran like that, states that are very tough on crime. And I'm not saying that Tennessee's not, but you can't help but wonder, like, what would happen if Summer was in Florida, if that happened in Florida, or even Sebastian in Florida. You know what I mean? You just have, you can't help but wonder. You know what I mean? Leadership, man, it's got to start at the top to go all the way down. And it really does. And I don't know. Tennessee, my outlook of Tennessee was, as far as East Tennessee, I didn't get to see, all I know in Tennessee is Gatlinburg and Hawkins County. Okay. And I barely probably scratched the surface of those two places. Okay. But I saw a lot of Trump signs everywhere. It looked like a red pill town, good old country folks, good old boys out there. It looked like a place that I wouldn't mind growing up in or raising a family in. I almost consider buying some property out there, to be honest with you. I don't have the money for it, but I wouldn't I think the mountain land is extremely, extremely underpriced. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Don, right by Don's house, there's some land. It's very inexpensive. I mean, you're on a freaking mountain. I mean, I don't understand why it's this cheap. And then he was telling me these other places in Virginia, it's super, super cheap. Super cheap. You can't help but you want to invest in it. But I mean, I don't know. I haven't grown up there. I don't know, the culture and stuff. And it's good that we're talking about this, because do I have anybody in the chat that's from East Tennessee? And hit a one. I have a question for you. I'm thinking about when I go to Summer's Day, what kind of stuff, what kind of content can I do? And there's definitely 2 interviews I want to bring you guys that's never been done. I'm going to try very hard for these 2 people. You know who these people are, and you may have maybe have heard of them in the beginning of the case, but you've never had a one-on-one, somebody truthful sitting there with them. And I think it'll bring a lot of good. I'm also going to do some reenactments, more reenactments. If I was Little Summer and I take I'm gonna take the camera and I walk out that door and I go left and I walk down. What happens if I go straight? If I go right? And I can edit. I'm gonna do a few different things. So please, if you watch this on the replay, leave it in the comments. I'll take all into consideration. But anybody from Tennessee, if you're from East Tennessee, Hawkins County, on Beach Creek Road, there are some, I don't even know how I can explain this, baby. You have to help me out.
Okay.
When you go down this road on Beach Creek, and it's not just on Beach Creek, it's all over East Tennessee, but remember Beach Creek. There's these wooden shack sheds. Okay. They got to be about 40 to 50 years old. The wood is all like rotted. Now I'm talking about everybody has one of these, not one or two neighbors. This wood is all, it's all,
old, probably 100 or more
yeah,
years.
it's all weathered. The wood is all weathered. It's bad. And they look creepy to me. Listen, when you get a gut feeling, you get a gut feeling. And I kept riding by these sheds. And I'm talking about hundreds of them. And I'd be like, something's not right with these sheds. They look all like decrepit. Okay. And listen, I'm not putting anything down, the culture there at all. That's not what I'm doing. I'm sure it's just like from years of the tough weather and stuff like that. So I'm not putting anybody down. None of that. It's not my point here. I just had a feeling like maybe a sign. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud here, but I'm going to try to think of something with that. I should get a picture, man, to show you guys better. But yeah, I know. And I'm going to interviews. I'm gonna try my hardest to give you guys some more impersonal interviews with people up and down Ben Hill. It's tough because I don't know these people. You're in that holler. Everybody out there's got to be strapped. You know what I'm saying? They don't know me. And I'm sure they got the gun right there when they answer the door. So you got to be very precautious doing this. But it's fine. We can do it. Also, when I did the reenactments, if I'm on top of that hill, and I looked down from the back, there's Beach Creek. Okay. Behind Beach Creek is a little community. Well, there's a lot of little communities back there, but my gut was telling me something over there too. So I'm going to definitely follow my gut 100%. I don't know if we will be back after Summer's Day. I don't know. But listen, all thoughts, all opinions, there's no wrong. Anything you could say to help me. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You know that I'm going to go. So I'll take all ideas. Okay. And lay it out if you haven't seen it, if you haven't saw anybody do it, I'll do it. I'll do it. So, there's no bad ideas. The worst thing that's going to happen is I read the comment and maybe not do it. That's it. But it could be like, oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. You know what I mean? What's up, Skunk? What's happening, Skunk? Really? It is because of the sound of the banjos playing in the distance at night. Skunk, it's super cheap out there. They are catching rings daily. I think that really. So nobody knows about these sheds. He is great. Let's see.
Guys, I'm not ignoring you in chat. I'm just a little busy right now. Give me 10 seconds.
Okay, so. Oh, did you give me that number?
Working.
So we're gonna call the jail for Benjamin. Then I'm gonna review this. The Tragedy Pimps, we knew what they would do with Seth, but I got to be honest with people, man. Look, Seth, I have no relationship with the Proudfoots or Mr. Rogers there. I think both those, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. I think that, I'm also smart enough to know that every missing kid case that we see on YouTube doesn't mean that the parents had to do something. That's not what it is. In fact, that's usually never what it is. A lot of the times it could be, yes. Sometimes it is. But it's not every single case, okay? I don't think that neither one of them have anything to do with Sebastian gone missing, okay? As far as abuse and this and that, hey, look, from what I can see, it's from both sides, okay? I don't know how that's all I can say. I can't say, well, Chris did more abuse than Seth. No. I'm not going to do that. We're not playing these games. I saw from what I see, factual, I see it on both sides. But the guy Seth, guys, he's kind of enjoying the podcast tour here on YouTube. Okay, let's for what it's worth, people. He kind of is, and it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch because he seems like a smart gentleman. I believe he was a correction officer, wasn't he? He's a correction officer at one point, wasn't he? So he has a little bit of basic law enforcement, background. It's very tough to watch this man kind of go around on these shows and these podcasts and who he associates with, because he always says stuff like, "I do my research and my team," but dude, look who you're dealing with. And Tragedy Pimps already burnt him once. I'm gonna play this clip. Have you seen the clip with the guy Trevor? Trevor's interesting because I met Trevor on Summer's birthday on the Missing People event. Trevor, I met him. And I talked to Don about Trevor. And Don said the guy he was a dick in the beginning. He was just like all the rest of them. But he felt like he was kind of like starting to make a turnaround, to do his own thing, walk his own walk. And that's basically what my conversation to Trevor was when I saw him in church. I'm like, hey, man, and people, listen, these YouTubers, they're when in real life, like if I'm going to talk to them, you get the real person. I'm like, hey, bro. He's like, what's up, white boy? I'm like, bro, don't be doing that fuck shit. Right in church. I'm like, don't be doing that fuck shit with these people, man. They're not guilty of nothing. And he's like, man, I'm trying to change this and that. I'm not doing my content like I used to do. And all I can do from man to man is take a man from his word. And I'm like, all right, man, good, man, because you know, I'm just like basically hitting home with him. We're not on YouTube. There's no cameras rolling. And he's like, I'm trying to change. So this interview, you have Seth extremely upset with Trevor. I don't know why. Seth, I don't understand why this guy even associates with these tragedy pimps, specifically some on the thumbnail. And here's the thing. For the longest, I've been wondering, does Seth know who Summer Wells is? He's got to know, right? He's got to know. So when he's snapping on this guy, Trevor, he says, oh, you don't have time to look for Summer no more? So, dude, Seth, you know about Summer Wells. You have to. It's in your state. And you have to know some of the stories, what these people on the internet have done to her family. And you're talking and befriending those same people. So people, look, fool me once, fool me twice, but not 3 times. I'm going to call it like I see it. This guy, there's something not adding up, people. And in no way am I blaming any fault on this guy for anything to do with the disappearance of his son. I 100% believe that he loves his son. Okay? I 100% believe that. But I don't know what it is. Some people saying he's taking advantage of the GoFundMe. I don't know about that. People are going to spend their money on what they want to spend it. Somebody wants to send $5 right now, they can do that. It's their money. Okay, so I don't know about that. I just think it's like, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a drive of an ego, maybe a little bit of a all eyes on me type of moment. I don't know. And I'm not saying that he should be, shunned and bashed for this. It's a lot to deal with, right? I don't know. But I'm just noticing stuff, man. You can't sit there and bring up Summer Wells' name in that case. And then look, you're on a panel with Smiley, Josh from the lab. You're mad at the guy Trevor. So wait a minute. Let's just stop there. Have you took a look at Smiley's channel? Seth? Have you took a look at the Labs channel? So, come on, bro. You got to have more common sense in this. These people are going to bite you in the ass. They're going to bite you, man. They're going to flip on you. They're going to flip on you. These people do not care about anything you got going on. You are just convenient to them right now, and that is it. That is it. It's crazy as hell. Let me see the comments before we review this. Yeah, I heard he did, and that's his business, man. If he wants to go fund me, for God's sake, he's missing a child. For God's sakes, you know what I mean? I don't care about any of that. Listen. I wish the guy to stay away from social media. I really do. 100%. In a custody case, no YouTuber should get involved in a custody case. Yep. I'm not getting involved. I've seen enough to be fair. He's back on Sebastian case now. Big shit. Yeah, 100%. Trevor started getting involved with Chris in Nina's custody case, and that's really okay. I get what you guys are saying now. I didn't know that. The guy in real life, I'm gonna give it to you raw. In real life, that guy's very timid. He's a little nervous around me. You know, but he told me, he looked me in the eyes and said, "Hey man, I'm trying to change." And I actually went in his chat when I came back home from going up there, and he was cool and shit, but he had share in there. But it's like, that's another thing with this guy, Seth. Like, bro, we all are watching the interviews and we all watch this, guys. I'm watching like this guy say things like, I do my research, I do this and that. Like you can't sit up here and say all these words and you're jumping on somebody like Smiley's channel. Take a look at her catalog of videos. Like you realize that is a family in your state that she's doing that to. That you don't get a pass. They're buttering this guy up right now, and that knife is going to go in his back so hard and so deep. He has no idea. And then the Flab. I'm about to play this for you guys. The Flab literally, he's like trying to bust out a personal a personal little secret, like the thumbnail says. When he's talking to the guys, Seth says like, whoa, that's a personal thing that we had going on. Bro, they don't have no barriers. Seth, they don't have no barriers. Man, you are convenient to them. You are convenient. Seth, you're a smart man, and I do know that you watch YouTube. Everybody does, and these creators are trying to bait you. I'm not trying to bait you, but I think that you or your media man or somebody, if they happen to see this, you need to know, man, these people their gas tank was on empty. They were on E. The gas light was on. They had nothing. They were beating that Summer Wells case and door in backwards. They had nothing. They're repeating themselves, sounding redundant. And then you came like a hot winning lottery ticket, just in the nick of time. But hey, man, all I can do is warn somebody. You know, the man is missing his son, which is important. His head's probably all over the place. It'd be hard to act like he has every piece put together and he's not emotionally broken and everything else. But I just wish people would tell the man this. You guys know it's true. And unfortunately, we're gonna live right through it. We're gonna walk right through it, and we're gonna watch it right in front of our eyes. Everything that I'm saying, and you guys know it's true. I appreciate that, Stalker76. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome. And a $3 super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That one guy he's got now is supposed to be taking care of all the social media stuff. So a lot of people don't like this guy. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know the man. I see the rumors and the speculation. If that's the truth, Carol, Tony, the closer, whatever his name is, Tony, you got to keep this man off social media, man. There should be no reason. This is very simple. Years later, Don Wells is just now getting this. There's no way in hell you're going to satisfy everybody on the internet. Nobody. There's no way in hell on anything on the internet. I don't have any missing kids. Okay, I have nothing going on. But just as a content creator, just as a creator here on YouTube, it is very hard for me to please 16,036 subscribers every day. I'm going to say something that's going to rub somebody wrong or this or that. It's just going to happen. It's you can't control it. But with a missing kid, that intensifies it to the maximum. You're never going to make everybody happy. Never. So why even try? Why even try? But, I don't want to go hard on the guy. I just, this guy, and another thing, so I'm going to play the video. We're going to review it. And I hope somebody from his team does see this video. Because he at least needs some firepower, You know how refreshing it was when I first started talking to Don? Talking about like the flab. I was telling Don, like, bro, that guy scammed so many women off on his channel for over $10,000. I'm like, Smiley's family, all it is domestic abuse and all type of CPS, JLR. I'm like, dude, that dude's a weirdo. I'm like telling him all these things. He didn't even know. And it's so weird to me because you talk to all these YouTubers and none of them told you nothing. Man, please. Yeah, it's sad to see, Carol, and you can't get around it on YouTube. Damaged goods with the $2. I appreciate it. I love you more, my woman. I love you. Yes, Carol. That's a very good comment. It has. You got to be smart with it. You got to know how to rationalize it. You got to know how to utilize it. I've been off for a couple of days. I haven't uploaded nothing. I haven't even been making too many community posts except for today. And sometimes you just got to limit yourself, man. It's important. It's very important. But I want to show you this this clip. It's kind of long. We're just do this one video. Before I do that, I want to give you guys some good inspiration news. That we're talking about Summer and Sebastian, being that it's Tennessee. The TBI had an investigation going on. It was a sting. Okay. If you haven't seen this, I'll drop the link. They had this, it's called, where are we at? Operation Protecting Tomorrow. I'm going to drop this in the chat right now. So this is pretty good. They did a sting. And let me just breeze through, mods, if you can grab that link for everybody. TBI's Operation Protecting Tomorrow yields arrest, identifies 24 child online sexual exploitation and sextortion victims. 12 people face felony charges and 24 victims have been identified in a large collaborative operation to target online child exploitation and sextortion in Tennessee. Over a 3-month period from February to April, the TBI Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, housed within its Cybercrime and Digital Evidence Unit, conducted Operation Protecting Tomorrow with work extending to 21 countries in the state and involving almost 20 local, state, and federal enforcement partners. Operation Protecting Tomorrow purpose was to identify and locate children who were victims of sextortion and online sex exploitation, along with identifying and arresting individuals who aim to harm children online. These investigations stemmed from cyber tips to the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. There's a conference here. 18 known child victims in Tennessee were reported as part of the operation. TBI executed 10 residential search warrants, so they're cleaning up there. Here's the people who've been caught. John Vincent, 53, Courtney Staggs, Cody Wilson, Kyle Shadden, Justin Ferris, Marcus Pureyear, Sean Stephen, Cody Gunter, Jonathan Curtis, Clifton Johnson, Gary Alfred, Ernest Brown. Here's some pictures. Anybody looks familiar? Anybody looks familiar? Bunch of sickos. Hope you guys rot in hell, literally. So I dropped the link for that if you guys want to check it out. Let me catch up with these comments. I'll do it again. Hey, it's good. I like to see that type of stuff. Somebody was saying our sheriff, Judy Grudd, he gets on that mic And he does that all the time. He's always busting the chomos. I love it, and I respect him very much. Very much. It is a sick world we live in. Something's going wrong here. Let me see something, guys. Hold on.
I'm just dropping a shit ton.
What's going on with this?
It's hard for me.
Okay. Let me see something, guys. Hold on. All right. So what I want to do now is give me 1 second. I got to see something real fast. What happened here? What? Okay. Sick world we live in. That's not the tip of the iceberg. Oh, Shirlene, 100%. You're right. You're right. So, like Judy Grudd, he's after them. Yeah, we got to love that. He is good. Very good. So, yeah, before I play this interview-ish thing with Seth and to show you how he gets mad at the tragedy pimps and then watching who he's hanging out with and trusting, I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think as far as when we go back up there in Tennessee? So Summer's Day is her birthday. I want to organize this time like a massive flyer hangout.
Her birthday was when we were there last. This is
Yeah, I'm sorry.
awareness.
I'm sorry. I got that wrong. It's not her birthday. This is the day she went missing, correct? Yes. There's my Tennesseans in the house, okay? Babe, you might know this too. So I want to do a massive flyer handout, okay? I got to be honest with you, and I don't really care who sees this video and who doesn't like this video as far as the people I'm about to talk about. When I went up there to Tennessee, there are people who gravitate to Don and Candace, okay? Whether it is in the church or wherever, okay? And I really didn't like these people too much, okay? I knew about them, but I don't really know too much about them. And then you watch their actions. You know, I could name drop right now, but I'm not gonna. There's a couple pictures that you see me with, and I'm with people who you may recognize. You know who I like when I go up there? Besides Don and Candace, I like Jenkies, and I like Chillbilly.
Yes, a lot.
And that's about it. But I noticed there's all these women that gravitate towards Don and Candace. And I know about you. And we mingled, but I've been watching you. I have been all over you.
Well.
So I also plan to bring a basic cease and desist form, utilize the Walgreens or CVS there, and print a whole bunch of cease and desist and get Don and Candace going that way. 100%. I'm so proud of him for staying off social media. But some of these people, when you gravitate towards us this time, I'm not going to be so quiet. I've been seeing what you're doing. You're playing both sides of the game. You're playing both sides of the ball game. You're being vindictive. You're being sneaky, and I don't like it. And I don't want you around me. So I'm going to be very loud and clear about it. So if you think that I may be talking about you and your name is not Jenkies or Chillbilly, I probably am. So keep it over there.
Yowza.
Keep it over there.
Yowza.
I'm telling you now.
Are you going to get me in trouble?
I'm telling you now. Okay. A lot of these fake people, and I'm gonna say it right in front of Candace. I'm gonna say it right in front of Don and Candace, with receipts.
They know that we have their best interest.
They know that me and Noel have their best interest. They know that. Okay. So there's nothing going on there. But I don't like the sneakiness, and I don't like the fakeness, and you will be getting exposed. So keep it moving. Okay. That just had to be said, guys. That had to be said. And I don't care if I got a picture with you or not. If your name is not maybe Chillbilly or Miss Jenkies, I'm probably talking to you. And I'm not talking about people that live there or other channels. Let me clarify this very, very, very clear. Any picture that you may have seen me in last time, that's not somebody directly involved with the case, like Miss Robin or Tim. I'm not talking about them. They're okay. Creators and stuff, social media people. I like Chillbilly and I like Jenkies. That's it. Miss Daisy was not there. Miss Daisy, it was not in a picture with me. So am I talking about Miss Daisy? No. Miss Daisy's fine. I have no problem with Miss Daisy. But what I'm talking about is if I did a picture or a video or something, no, I've been watching you guys. I have been. And all you are fake. All you are fake. What's up, Kit? Yeah, leave her alone, for real. Yeah, you need to get with us before we go up there. But anyway, I want some ideas about that. Kylie Rodney case, trying to get people to leave her family alone, but I'm out of here now. What happened now? What's this person saying? Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you misunderstood something I said. Much love. Autocorrect. 7 months? Hell yeah. But yeah, man. So any ideas, man? And if you don't want to write in a comment, if there's something that's on your heart,
I dropped my email.
Yeah, please.
There.
Maybe there's something that.
Doing emails again.
Maybe there's something that we were talking about gut feelings earlier. Maybe there's a gut feeling that you have, or a spot, or a theory. Look, I don't know everything. Your theory might be right. Maybe you haven't seen it. You haven't been able to witness this theory, and you feel it's compelled in you. Write an email. The worst thing that's gonna happen is I just don't do it. That's it. I'm not gonna read your email. I'm not gonna do that. No, it might. I don't have all the answers, but you know I'm gonna go, and you know I'll do it. So if you don't want to write a comment, write the email. Reach out to us.
I dropped the email.
Follow us on social media. Connect with us. So yeah, I want to play this video though. There's no bad ideas, people. There's no bad ideas. I'm going to be flying my drone. I got a lot better with the drone, a lot better. Kit, did you see that P. Diddy apology video? We'll get there at the end of the video. So what I want to do now is play Seth. He joins Smiley's chat, okay? And the beauty of this one is it's not even her content. You'll see here in a second. So let me go over here now. If you didn't catch this yet, people, this would be Prayer Garden. She keeps sending me her ass cheeks. I don't know why. I can't get jiggy with this, Prayer Garden. Please stop it right now. Okay, stop it right now. I guess let's do this real fast. This will be a quick one. Who remembers? Yeah, let's do this real fast. This is breaking news as of within the hour. Who remembers the case from North Carolina? Madeline Corgicari. Who remembers? Her mother is out of jail. Wait a minute. It says I lost audio. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so her mother is. Here's the thing. I don't know exactly what's going on with this, but the stepdad's about to go on trial, and at the last minute here, the mom changes her plea deal around. Okay, obviously she's probably going to testify against the stepfather, but she's released. But I'm unsure as of this moment if she got deported or if not. But she changed her deal or her plea around at the very last seconds. So let's watch this real fast before we get into the video. You guys remember this case? We covered it a little bit. I can't believe it's taken this long for trial. I put it in the chat, you guys, right here. Oh yeah. So that's all day. She's changing to snitch on him all day, 100%. Interesting. That was a disturbing case. Worked with some smaller creators on this. They were very, very into this case. I'm sure, you know what I mean? You guys remember that case?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I don't know why that one didn't blow up. Again, back to these things where you never know. You know, it's so weird, right? However, I want to get into this meat potatoes here of Seth, and he's speaking out on Trevor, okay? And then Seth, like, again, this guy is always saying research, and he's looking into it and all this type of stuff. But I got to be honest, guys. He likes the drama, guys. There's something going on with why he likes the drama. I'm just giving you what I see in my opinion. I'm not saying at any means here that man did anything to his son. It's not what I'm saying. So please, don't put any words in my mouth because I don't do that. But I wouldn't be truthful to you if I'm watching this here with you, and I noticed he's always incorporating drama, okay? And on top of that, I just hate to see him this open like this. I hate to see him looking like this. He's just out there so open, like he's mad at a tragedy pimp. He's telling the tragedy pimp that the other tragedy pimp burnt him. And then the other tragedy pimps, they're like, no, he's a good guy. You can't make it up, people. And he admits that he knows Summer's case. So what's going on here, dude? Let's have a listen. So we're going to start at 4:20. Okay, I'm going to let this ride for about 2-3 minutes. Stick with me. Listen up, guys. I'm going to go to the comments, too. 4:20, we're going to start it off at.
Well, hello, folks. George here. Well, something definitely happening tonight that is very interesting. Seth Rogers.
So this guy should definitely not have a channel. His name is What I Saw Today. Poor soul said he's praising Smiley. What a great creator this lady is. Smiley's been getting called out left and right lately, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I've been seeing many people start calling her out. Thank God. I'm so happy to see this, guys. We've been doing it for a little bit over here, but I'm glad other people are doing it. Thank God. But here's Seth jumping on Smiley's panel. I want you to listen to this. Just listen to this, and then we're going to review it. I'm going to the comments.
But after I saw, I got so many snakes that were in my group, I'm still cutting heads off. And it came as a shock to me. It came as an absolute shock that this man, I can't even call him a man, that this individual would sit there and lie to my face and then sit there and put out lies to begin with. And now he want to go out there whenever I'm in a podcast or whatnot, and nothing about Sebastian. No, nothing about my son. All about Chloe and her little clique. When I asked her to step back, she took almost all the searchers with him. And now people are like, oh, it was like a slap to my face. They don't know why I asked her to step back. But I asked her to step back because she's a private investigator trying to be a SAR person. You need to get out of the field and get back to doing private investigation, which she wasn't doing.
All right, real fast. My comments on this is, with Chloe, the internet will tell you, like, Chloe was the only normal person that only cared for Sebastian. You see, like, a lot of hate, love with Chloe. My outlook on Chloe is, I don't think that she was a great PI, okay? And here's why. You sit up there on Web Sleuths live when there's thousands of people watching. Like, I understand you're a PI. I'm not going to argue that at all. But you have to understand people have common sense. People can utilize the internet. They're good with Google. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it's basically anybody could be a PI. Jim Terry broke it down when he came on panel. Anybody could. Any of you guys can be in chat. If you have an LLC, you can be a PI. Especially you guys that can dox good. She should be a PI. But anyway, seriously, this lady sits up there and says, hey, I found this stuff on Katie, but I didn't want to bring it out because the internet would have a roar over it. Oh, did you now? That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody say. And what happened the next day? JLR brings all the dirt out. So, tell me that you're not telling on Katie without telling on Katie. It's like, come on. And I know the Wells family's private investigator. They would personally never do that.
Never, ever.
You'll never see them on a YouTube stream, ever. I've worked with them. I can tell you this. On my videos that I've made, I know a few that have gone directly to Ronnie Lawson. What's the other guy's name? The other guy. Not Lawson, but the other guy. Pruitt. I know 100%. A few of my videos have gone to Pruitt and Lawson himself. Yeah, real talk. But and I probably shouldn't have said that, but it's fine. But I mean, you have to be professional with this, man. But anyway, let's continue.
She wanted to vet everybody. Like everybody. Like I want to know, what size foot they were when they were born. And it's like, I will accept help from anybody to find my son.
And so that's Trevor that he's talking about right now, the face you're seeing right there.
And people are taking my good-hearted nature and just trampling all over it. And it's going to bring out the negative part of me that don't give a flying.
Here comes Trevor on the bottom. Okay. So Stalker, we have a cool chat. Everyone has their own opinion. You find the voice, whatever you want to voice. Again, my whole thing here that I'm doing, I'm not beating up Seth. That guy has a lot going on. I just keep hearing him say like research and this and that. I just don't understand how. Well, that's what I'm trying to play right now, because he obviously knows about Summer Wells. He obviously knows about YouTube. The man's not a stupid person by far. I know you can tell he loves his son. There's a split on YouTube where you have to be team Katie and Chris or team Seth. How about we don't do that? How about we stop dividing everything? How about we just all think how we want to think? Why do I have to pick a side? So that's just where I'm at. I don't think he has anything to do with, you know what? I don't know. Let me take that back. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I don't know who could be responsible. Everybody should be a suspect. From the information that's been publicly put out thus far, I don't think that he is responsible or have anything to do with it. But I could be dead wrong. Okay. I could be dead wrong. I just don't see it. But what I do see from this guy is a lot of drama. And which is fine. Okay, which is fine. I just don't understand why. I really hate to see this guy. I don't want him to get burned. And I hate to see that it's going to happen to him. Does that make sense?
Smile around and find out.
You're pushing away everybody that's trying to help you.
Candace, what's happening?
I'm sorry. Is that him himself? You know where I'm at, Trevor. Why don't you just go ahead and step out of Chloe's house and come on over, boy? And I'll show you what a man does.
Oh, you're really helping find Sebastian doing this.
Hey, why you sitting there changing your face? Hey, what? Can't spend the time looking for Summer no more, right?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Wow. So here we have Seth. So obviously he does do research. So obviously he does so much research that,
He sounds like a scumbag.
how are you sitting on Smiley's panel? You have a missing child. Seth, you have a missing child. I never want to have that pain. We have Candace Wells in the chat who has been living your pain for years now.
Yeah.
It just started for you. Not that it's a comparison or anything, but it just started for you. You should be so vocal about telling these people to fuck off that it's unreal. How do you I don't get it, people. You cannot sit here and convince me that there's a man who clearly loves his son. He clearly is concerned for his son. But he's sitting up here and he's talking to Trevor and he's talking to Smiley right now. Okay. Josh the Flab's about to pop up and put his 2 cents in. And then Justice for Nobody. Like, dude, are you even looking at the channels that you're connecting with and networking with? Because you can't be. All those people have completely dogged the parents of a missing child, what you're going through. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. And I'm sorry, people, I'm going to say it.
See where I'm at? You see where I'm at? You don't know what I'm doing.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why are you on this panel right now?
Why don't you go into
Don't you ever, and I will let this be publicly known, you, Chloe, your whole team does not have my blessing to use my name or my son's name to ask people to search on their property. Like you have a contract with me. Trevor, you need to go home, boy. This is out of your league.
Is it? Because if I recall, I'm the one that's...
Yeah, is it? Because if I recall, I didn't ask you to respond. I told you to get off the panel, boy.
Damn.
This is my son, not yours. My son, not yours. My son. This is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. I named him. I named him Sebastian. I named him Drake. I named him Wayne. I named him Rogers. That's my last name. Take your Trevor Lee ass and fuck off, dude. You want to shut, literally, this is my goddamn son.
Seth.
Okay, I respect this. I respect what he says here. I don't know if we caught it or not, but he says, I don't give you the blessing. I don't give you the blessing to use my son's name. I respect that, and I could feel that. And again, people, I don't have no beef with this guy. Seth, if you happen to see this man, dude, please, man, you need to stay away from social media, bro. And if you can't, because I understand you want to defend your family and whatnot, yourself, your name, dude. Please, for the love of Jesus Christ, please look into and research the people that you are dealing with. The ladies panel that you're on. Oh my God, you have no idea. Trevor, I don't know much about this guy. I've met him in person. You have the lab, man. You need to look into these people. I mean, you have a media guy. Have them reach out. Matt smash follow on Facebook. I'm very easy to connect with. I'm friends with a family with missing people. I don't want to become friends. I don't want an interview. I just want you to have information on hand. That's it. I want you to be fully prepared. I want you to know the full scene. That's it. That's all I want. I just want to send you some links. That's it. Nothing more. I got my hands full. I don't want to see this happen to you. And sadly, it's going to, because you won't see this video. Nobody's gonna send you this video because they want to see everything going on that's going on. So they're not going to send it to you. You're not going to watch it. And unfortunately, it's going to take place. But maybe one day that you will. I don't know. And I feel good knowing that I tried.
Seth.
What's up, Green Bear?
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah, what's up with this
broken man? I'm telling you, folks. That's
Trevor, are you okay?
Let me mute her for a second. So, Jeannie, what's up, Jeannie's Creative Studio? How are you? Love to see you in here. Trevor's no angel. Hey, yeah, I know. I know. Don was telling me some stuff. So, what is this with the? Okay, you guys are talking about this court case with the custody. I would like to know more about this. What's up, Kiki? How are you?
Let's see if I can get him back up.
So look at Voices Behind the Walls.
Let's get him back up here. T-Rev, can you call him and see if I can get him back up here? Tell him Trevor's gone.
Okay, so literally in this live, this is Smiley's live. Voices Behind My Balls is on there. Seth, for the love of Jesus, take a look at her channel. You have the Flab, Josh, Smiley, Voices. Okay, then you have they're all taking up for Trevor. Josh has the balls to say Trevor is part of my team. That dude could not walk to get his mail. Josh would have a heart attack if he got off the couch and walked to his mailbox and back. He would literally have a heart attack. He's that fat. He's not fat, he's big boned. And he sucks the microphone off like he's eating it. It's fucking weird, dude. Take a step back from the goddamn Hey, how you doing, lad? Dude, get it out your fucking, put it in your mouth. I said, your motherfucking mouth. You want to eat me out?
Wow. Yeah, that's
Somebody,
crazy.
can somebody get him back up here? This is.
Yeah, poor Seth.
Hold on.
Yes, Gina. Okay.
I feel bad for
Sorry,
the man.
Cher. I mean, you can talk, but
the phone call was not a big deal, though. So, and that's actually a very good comment. Apparently, he released that phone call to Nina and turned up to court. So, is that the one with the dogs want to come over and search and stuff like that? Chris was cussing people out. Look, I don't understand how social media does this thing where, look, I'm going to say it like this. Either I'm too smart or I'm too gullible to believe that Chris and Katie are the bad, evil people, and they definitely have something to do with the kid missing. That's the way that I'm supposed to think. And that Seth is the shining star. Okay. He is the example father of Almighty. No. You know why? Nobody's perfect in this world. Nobody is. Everybody has skeletons. Nobody's perfect. They both have dirt. But if you want to be completely real, who slings more mud? Does Chris sling more mud towards Seth, or is Seth sling more mud towards Chris? My vote is Seth takes the wheelbarrow with the shovel and throws it at Chris. I tried explaining in the last video that I uploaded. I keep seeing people say the same thing. Oh, well, why aren't Chris and Katie out there looking for their son? They're not allowed to have boots on the ground like that. And Seth has not had boots on the ground like that. My last video was him saying that. People, Candace is still in the chat. They told Candace and Don they're not allowed to go out there. You have to understand the severity of it. What happens if a stepfather, a stepmother, a mother, or a father who's involved in an active Amber Alert does put boots on the ground and actually finds the missing child? What happens then? Well, we're in a sticky situation. We are in a sticky situation. Everybody is a suspect. Everybody is a suspect, right? Hey, right? So now the suspect just happens to come across this body. Whoa, think about that. Whoa. Who's to believe what? What's happening? Hey, think about it. They told Don and Candace what to do. They told Seth what to do, and he admitted it on that last video that I have. But these people keep writing the same comments. Oh, Chris and Katie aren't out there looking. No, that's not true. That's not true. Seth admits in that video, my last upload, he's riding around. He's riding around. He can do that. Sebastian, he can do that. But I'm sure, and by all means, I'm sure he actually is searching for his son in the woods. He's not supposed to say that or do that, but I'm sure he is, just as Don and Candace have done. It's just the misinformation on this one's crazy, people. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
This didn't go
So
over very
that's what I wanted to show. I'm going to leave. This is Molly's story world, and she is amazing. I'm going to leave her link in the description if you haven't watched.
So, Miss K, I don't know what you mean by that, but you said, but why would you not want everyone to help search? So here's what I'm saying, okay? I believe that I'm not saying that they don't want people to search. Okay. As far as if you're asking why the police tell them not to search, I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming and I'm thinking that look, okay. I'm going to use Seth for an example. Okay. Let's paint the picture. Okay. tomorrow, Seth goes on a stroll in the woods, okay, on an area he thinks Sebastian might be at. And at 12:03 p.m., he actually comes across an unresponsive teenage boy, and it is Sebastian Rogers. Okay. We have a big, big problem right now.
This is hypothetical.
Everybody, this is 100% hypothetical, and only for an example. But we have a big, big problem right now. We have a suspect who just came across the body of an active Amber Alert. Who do we believe? Does he have any witnesses? There's a big, big problem right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a big problem right now. Was he with anybody? He's by himself? Oh boy, even a bigger problem. Was he live? We have no evidence. So now there's a big problem. Do you see what I'm saying? It just, and I'm trying to put this as PG as possible. That doesn't.
A little bit less PG and just put it out there and explain.
You cannot listen.
What can go wrong?
Look. Okay, look. If everybody's a suspect, in this hypothetical example, if Seth was to come across his son was unresponsive, his son was dead, he's going to call it in. He's got nobody with him. He's in the woods. There's no cameras on him. There's no evidence. Who's to say that he didn't bring the boy out there and put him in the woods and then call it in? Or who's to say what happened really happened, where he just stumbled? We have a big problem on our hands. Who's to say? There's a big problem. So they say that. Look, just because they say that, I don't fully believe it. Okay, in my heart of hearts, I don't know this, but I guarantee you, Seth had boots on the ground in them bushes. I guarantee you he has. And same with Don and Candace. But what I'm talking about is the people who don't understand this conversation that we're having, the people who are commenting the dumbest shit, like, why aren't Don and Candace looking for their child? No, you sound silly. First off, they're not even supposed to. Second off, you don't even have the truth on your side. But now that's that case. Now I'm saying, well, why does Seth have boots on the ground and Chris and Katie don't? That doesn't even make any sense, what you just said. Doesn't make any sense. And it's not my words. The last video that I made was Seth telling everybody that. It just goes over people's heads. I've been telling people that Don and Candace, that's been happening for years. It gets tricky. And that's my opinion as of to why I think they say don't do it. I honestly don't have an answer why they don't feel it's a good idea. I don't have an answer for that. Anybody in the chat have an answer for that? Yeah, I worry the TPs are gonna try and frame. That's possible. I don't know. I don't have any connection here, guys. So any comments you say, let the comments go. There's no I don't have I don't know these people. I always keep it cool, calm, and collective over here. I believe in our justice system, our due process. I believe innocent until proven guilty. But I don't know. I'm just as lost at it as you are, and I'm just making this live up with things that I've heard and seen and reporting back to you. So I have no stock in this. I have no insight on this. I have no behind the scenes anything in this. So there's nothing bad here that you can write, guys. Continue on with this.
Watched her. She does a lot of live shows.
Hold on just 1 minute. I gotta think. Sharon, I'm sorry, you could stay up here, but
she's so upset,
Hold on a minute.
Right now, and I don't blame her. But I don't blame Seth. He's going through hell.
Ooh,
he really
just
is.
Hold on a minute. I can't even think who I'm trying to. Somebody call Seth. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Somebody call Seth. I need him to come back on here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Seth just went off on, just went off. And and it's just this whole thing is at the breaking point, folks. That's just I don't even know what to think and where this is going to go, but boy, where's Seth? But
okay. I'm so sorry, Trevor.
No.
I'm sorry I came and did that. The panel's not the place, but the past 2 weeks behind the scenes, people don't know the amount of things that have been said to me by that man and the man standing beside of him. And I've sat back and said, this man is a grieving father, and I've tried my best to give him the benefit of the doubt. But that stupid PR person sits by and tells me that I need to leave the case, that I haven't done anything, that he's here, he's going to get information, he's doing all this stuff, while all the people who care are being thrown to the side.
So this is the guy in the church. Remember, he sat right in front of us.
Okay,
Don was like,
wanted to make sure it was
black hair, he had the suit on.
I thought so, but I just didn't want to assume.
Remember, I said, bro, I said,
Yeah.
don't be fucking with those people.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm changing my content. I'm not doing that anymore. Remember?
No, I remember. He was right, yeah.
So
I
here-
just wanted to make sure I was not.
No. So here we are months later. Okay. I'm sitting in a church telling this guy, don't be fucking with this family. Okay. Don't be fucking with this family. There's no evidence against them. Here's another missing people's case where the father's like, fuck you. You're a snake, this and that. Like, you didn't change, bro. You didn't change. And I better not see you at Summer's Day either. No,
Right.
Stay away. I'm telling you, man, right now, stay away.
I get it. I know he's going through a lot. He should tell you guys how many times I took his call at midnight to listen to him cry because he was venting about his case because nothing made sense and he was mad at the whole world.
Right.
I've done nothing but try to.
Kwana, thanks. I'm sorry about the photo, guys. The layout on this is all new to me. I'm going to go back to how I used to have it, okay? I'm going to go back to how I used to have it next live. So I was just, as it's playing, I was just playing around with the, thank you for saying something, Kwana. So we'll be back to normal next live, but I want to finish this out, guys. It's almost over. I'll put you guys' comments on the screen. Is the volume okay?
Try to find his son, and I don't deserve an accolade for it, but don't come in here and scream at me and call me a slime ball and try to take away my credibility for the things I've tried to do since the day that his son went missing.
I get that, Trev.
But I'm sorry your panel was not it, and I'm going to get down and you can do what you want your show. I should not have done that.
No. And I apologize. And I thought he knew he was on here. And I want you to know that I do back you. And I'm sorry. And I do want the world to know that I back you. And don't ever think any different, hon, okay? Because I always said from day one, I believe you'll be something. And I still mean that with my heart. And this has really tore me up. And now that you've had your say, just keep doing what you're doing. And I do want him to come up here so I can speak with him and say what I need to say. And if he's watching, I hope he's man enough to come back up here and let.
Man enough to come back up here. This lady. See, this is what I'm saying, Seth. This is, dude, you got to stay away from these people. So here's Trevor crying that he's the good guy. Here's Smiley saving Tragedy Pimp. Now, watch this. Let me fast forward a little bit. Here we go. Listen.
Tony has caused so many issues. He has been blackmailing me for about a week, threatening to put out that I released that audio call, which I did not. Seth pushed it out. But they've been blackmailing me, and that's why I haven't been able to say anything. And I finally have.
So now he's saying he's getting blackmailed. You have Cher that was on the screen. You have Smiley. This is Trevor Lee. Josh is about to come in with his fat ass. They already have a blackmail thing going on. PR guy or Seth Rogers. Somebody was saying Cluminati or somebody was just commenting that. Hey man, if you're a part of her community or something, I don't want an interview with Seth. I don't want to interview with Seth. I must be saying the same message as this Cluminati person because I keep seeing comments come in from her people. I guess we're saying the same thing. I don't know. Okay, I don't really know this creator that much, but oh yeah. Okay. All I'm asking, man, is to get this message to what I'm saying now. He has picked the wrong crowd. If they form a narrative against him, he can't fight that. He has no idea the hurt that these people have done. He does though at the same time, because he just talked about Summer Wells, and everybody who's on this little panel right here has destroyed the Summer Wells parents with zero evidence. Why does he think that they're not going to do that to him? This is just the beginning. They've reeled him in, and he's on the drama. They've reeled him in, and they can do whatever they're going to want with him now.
This week, and this is what happens from it. I'm not going to be silenced and blackmailed over something I did not do because they don't want to take credit for it. If they're scared of Chris and they don't want him to know they released the call, then don't release it. They pushed it out. They pushed that call out. I did not. And I'm not going to be blackmailed because they want to have some sort of issue over me. I'm here for Sebastian, and I'm here for Summer since he wanted to bring that case up. I'm here for all the kids and all the families that I work with, but I'm not going to sit here and be run over because what I'm trying to do is bring these kids home.
So all you do, you're not there for Summer. All you do is bash her parents, bro. That's why I approached you in the church as a man. As a man-to-man, I approached you. And 5 minutes later, you left. You left. And guess what else happened? All over the YouTube streets, all this misinformation and all this drama was being spread out of domestic violence on Don and Candace, that they weren't even at the thing. It was all bullshit. Somebody had to start the bullshit. There's only a few creators there. Again, I liked Jenkins and I liked Chillbilly. Shout out to you both, you guys, if you see this. Hope to see you again on Summer's Day. But that's about it, man. It's crazy. But this guy, I hate when they say this. He can't throw me off the case. I'm on the case. You're not a detective, Trevor. You're not an FBI agent. You're not a missing persons agent. You're a YouTuber on the case. Shut your bitch ass up. Listen.
That's all I've been trying to do.
Absolutely, and I get that. Absolutely.
Let's see.
Oh, they were at the school, so I don't know.
No, Justin's up there. Look at Justin.
Yeah, that was a whole hot mess there, folks.
That's true. Chris could be there with them.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, here's Seth. Okay, Seth. What? Now what?
First of all, I meant no disrespect.
Okay, guys, hold on. I want to play. Your comments are good. Hello, Longon. How are you doing? It's one of a little something about Amish and a few hours. She's good, white boy. She'll call out the shit. I don't know her too well. I'm just saying I've been seeing a lot of. Well, we must be. Are we saying the same message here or something? I'm just asking. I don't know. This is my guess. But Trevor didn't leak it. Seth did it himself. Yes. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Okay. Here's the thing. First off, the recording, it means absolutely nothing into finding missing Sebastian Rogers. That means absolutely whoever leaked it, it doesn't mean anything. You have to be real sensitive with people who are missing. Do you know how much stuff my wife talks to Candace Wells every single day, multiple times a day. I used to talk to Don Wells every single day. I'm giving him his space off social media, but I talk to him a lot. There's a lot of shit I don't bring to the internet. You just have that respect. If I talk to you, anybody watching this replay, and I have talked to a lot of you in chat, I'm not going to talk about our conversations and stuff on it's not because it's personal. It's not made for the internet. You know, obviously the man feels like his trust has been breached. And I'm only coming at this at a point where I've dealt with this guy, Trevor, in real life. And I've had a conversation with him. And you can go back when I came back from Tennessee and I made the lives. You could hear me literally say what I'm saying now, then months ago. So I'm not again, and I'm not anti-Seth, and I'm not or pro Proudfoot or vice versa. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. My point here is when I see Seth, I see a lot of drama getting spurred up. I do see the man loves his son. He cares for the son. I don't care about his GoFundMe. I don't care about anything like that. But there's a lot of drama for somebody who doesn't want drama. Let's keep it real. And I really, I just will not allow, I have to at least try not to let him get burnt by these people. Okay. Somebody has to get it through to him to leave. He should leave all social media alone. By no means am I saying don't talk to these tragedy pimps and come over here and talk to me. No, that's no. Don't talk to anybody. It can't be good for his psyche. It can't be good for his psyche. His blood pressure's going up. It can't be good. These people, man, they're leeching on to content and they're going to spin a narrative. We've just lived this with Tennessee, with Summer Wells. We just lived it. We're reliving the same steps. Come on, people, you're seeing it in front of yourself.
You missed Smiley, and I will tell you right now, Chris Proudfoot ain't nowhere near me.
Okay, so you're sitting there watching me. So why did you come on here like that? Why? Why? I mean, who is lying? Why? What is going on right now? What?
Yeah, somebody said that you were first. There's a lag on this thing or something?
I'm sorry, what?
I said there's a horrible lag.
I appreciate that long.
I'm sorry. Now go ahead. Can you hear me?
He said there's a lag. It's
Thank you so
Can you
much.
hear me now?
it's a service. He froze.
Oh, you froze. You froze.
Look, guys, I really appreciate the really nice, kind words. Scarlett, thank you for saying that. Long Gone, same with you. A lot of you guys in the chat. Guys, look, there's not a creator on YouTube that's going to say, hey, you guys should stay away from YouTube when it comes to the Rogers. Okay? Listen, just look what they did with Don. They hate Don. They try to bait him all the time to come back to their chats. They don't hate Don. They love Don. They love Don. They have Seth just where they want him. And they're going to use him. And you guys do know that they're going to turn on him. No creator is going to sit up here beyond myself and say, hey, man, stay away from social media. It's not going to do you any good. There's no way. They don't want that to go away. That is my sole purpose here. Please, I don't want people to get confused. I don't think that Seth is a bad guy. I don't know the man. But at the same time, I don't think that Chris Proudfoot is the evil bad man. I don't know if one of them did something more or is responsible. I don't know. I believe in innocent till proven guilty. And I do know that from social media, Chris Proudfoots have been getting death threats. I do know people are outside their house. And I do know there's some real sickos starting in with Seth. And a lot of it is on Facebook and stuff. It is in their best interest. If they have to voice something, if they got to utilize social media for something, they should pick 1 to 2 creators that they fully trust. And the second that creator shows any disloyalty, any trust, any misjudgment, any doubt, any ill will, any fuckery, nothing more. And that could be your avenue to the masses. Beyond conventional media. We still have conventional media in this country. Legacy media. This is a huge case. Court TV will have this man on any day of the week. He could utilize that. He's got to understand that. And I guess why I'm bothered here, man. I guess why I'm bothered is I know this guy's not stupid. I know this guy is not a stupid man. I know he's smart. I heard him talk about Summer's case. He lives in Tennessee. He cannot not know that all the people he's talking to haven't mudded that family. So the only thing I'm left with is he does know, and they are all, when they're talking to him, they're all like, well, you know, they're guilty anyway, and this and that. And they finagled it away and said that, which shows me somebody who goes for anything. And if you don't stand for something, you'll go for anything.
Test.
All right. Can you hear me now? I don't know. Go out and come back in. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on.
So these are the Josh
How
in
am I
the
gonna make him
lab.
unfreeze y'all?
And then
He'll drop off. He'll come back up.
Okay.
Justin is
Okay.
another YouTuber.
Hey, Josh.
Hey.
Now
there
there
he's
he
back.
is. Okay. Are you back?
There he's back.
Seth,
Okay.
we see you. We see
Now
you.
Hey, Justin. Hey, Josh.
Okay. I have to stop it. I'm sorry. Listen, Carolyn Arnott, here's the answer. You said, I don't understand why people are so upset about someone telling people to look on their land, because if they live close so people can look, they are not anything wrong with that. Well, here's a big issue that I have with this comment. And here's what you don't know. Don and Candace Wells have allowed people to look on their land. Creators. You know how they do it? The creator asks on Messenger or on text through them, taking advantage of a vulnerable parent at a vulnerable time. They said, sure, you can come check that property out. You can go over here. You can go over here. Not a problem. They saved that. Now, the YouTuber they go full force. They now feel as if they have a pass to go on their property when they feel like it, whenever they want to. And trust and believe me, things come up missing. I don't know your name that well, but if you knew this channel, some of these creators that you watch, not any mentioned in this video, but Bullhorn Betty, I personally know her to plant evidence at a crime scene. There's an article written about it. I've posted it a bunch. Anybody in the chat, please tell her. These people are looking for clicks and views. Desperately looking for clicks and views. They want to be the YouTuber who is, finding the body. They want to be, what is it called? The guy getting sued. What's the search team's name? They want to be Adventures of Purpose. They want to be the YouTubers finding the body, pulling the van out of the lake. Okay. How you do that? You can do that a million ways. You can cheat doing that. You can plant evidence of, oh, look what I found. Or shit comes up missing. Any which way you look at it, once they text, hey, Don, can I come over and search the property? Hey, no problem. Have at it. That's as good as go. So next month when they're still there, and now Don's like, hey, you guys got to get the fuck out of here. No. Call the police. You told us we'd come. These people are, a lot of them are drug addicts. A lot of them are on drugs. Almost everyone's unemployed or on disability, which, and for the record, I have no problem if anyone's on a disability. If you're hurt, you need that disability. But, it's a joke in itself. Because these people are out there looking and searching and all this in the woods, hiking, climbing mountains. Well, goddamn, what disability do you have? Get out there and work like a man. These people are scumbuckets. I review them all the time. I'm not trying to go hard on you, but there's a big problem with that. I personally see nothing wrong with him saying no. No, you can't come over here. Absolutely no. Look, I'll tell you what, I would be in prison. I swear to God, I'd be in prison if I was Don Wells, Chris Proudfoot, or Seth Rogers.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Miss Smiley, first of all, I did not mean to disrespect your channel and your panel, but I have been dealing with him, as in Trevor Lee, for a minute. All right. And for the disrespect, the distrust, and the betrayal that I feel at this gentleman sitting there backing up a PI who refused to actually do PI stuff for me like I asked her to, and for her to turn around and give him the audio file that got blamed on me for leaking, which I don't care. I've got juicier ones, more juicier ones.
Yeah, but Seth, that was me.
No, I did my own research, Josh. It wasn't you. It was out. Literally, somebody sent it to my mom.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody sent it to my mom.
I'm going to drop this in the link for you guys.
All right. Yeah. My mom heard this before you guys even did. I sure in the hell didn't send no audio file to my mom.
Yeah, they're talking about the Chris Proudfoot phone call that he was talking to.
So he's talking about they're leaking it, this and that. This is the full-on interview after live. If you guys want to catch it, copy and paste this. It'll be in the description box for people who are going to watch the review. I want to finish this up, this interview. So I want you to pay attention right now. This is very important. So here you have Seth. He's like, you gave it to Chloe, this and that. It's the second time he says that. I guess he's saying that you live with Chloe, whatever. I'll straighten you out like a man. Now, I don't know if Smiley has said it yet, but she's like, oh, I back Trevor up all the way, which is interesting because the second that Miss Daisy has a little bit of pushback with Monkey's mom, the internet always picks a side and jumps all over, and they actually know each other. But now here you have it. There's a grieving father who's missing his son, and he's saying, "I don't approve of your actions, of what you've done, Trevor." And now you're going to have Smiley and the lab and everybody else tell him why he's credible, why he's part of the team, and why he's good. But they can't wait to jump down Miss Daisy's neck because she had a disagreement with Monkey's mom. You can see it forming right in front of your face if you're paying attention. You can see it forming right in front of your face if you're paying attention. Do no evil, see no evil, be no evil.
To Heather, and it was all the F-bombs on there from Chris Proud, but that's the conversation.
You know, she's got enough stress on her plate with her grandchild missing. I got enough stress on my plate with my son missing.
Top right. He's not doing anything.
I'm at Beach High School, and there is no Christopher Proudfoot here.
He looks like he has a big black cock in his mouth here with a microphone.
Like, literally
mouth,
nowhere.
Christ.
Yeah, I think it was someone messing. I think it was a troll.
And I apologize, Smiley, because I have nothing but love for you.
You have no reason to do
Ever since the first time I came on your chat. But when I find a snake that's hiding in here, that's sitting there doing nothing but harm to me trying to find my son, it does get me riled up.
You're supposed to.
It gets me riled up because my son's been gone for over 80 days and I can't find.
You're supposed to.
And people just don't understand what it's like to have a kid missing.
No, you don't.
I ain't getting nowhere. I'm getting nothing from Sumner County. And it makes me wonder if there's other kids in this county that are missing that Sumner County ain't even looking for.
This is what hurt me watching this. I know what he's saying is true. I could hear it in his voice, and I've literally been on the phone for hours upon hours with Don. I don't care. I don't really care about if you have an evil opinion about the Wells and you think they're really guilty. That's great. But in reality, the phone calls I've had with that man, I know he deeply, deeply is hurting for his daughter. Deeply hurting for his daughter. And they sound the exact same. And it really hurts me to hear him say, I don't know if there's any other kids in Sumner, because where Don and Candace live, they live in Hawkins County. It's right on the line of, I think it's Sullivan County. So this is almost the identical situation. And you could hear it, you could feel it. But to watch this guy not understand, I have a big problem with, I'm compassionate, I have empathy, I feel this. I just have a big problem with why do I feel this and I hear you and I see this, but why are you talking to these people? Do you realize what they have done to another family who's going on? It has the exact situation as you, but they've been dealing with it longer. They have no closure either. I just cannot wrap my brain around the fact that he would be communicating with these people. I just could not. I just could not. You know, when I went to the missing persons event for Summer's birthday, here's a poster right here. There's a lot of missing children at this event. Layla Santiago, her grandma was there. She was asked about the case. She didn't say much. You know what I could say about her grandma? Noelle spoke with her. I'll tell you this: you would have a better chance hitting the Powerball than her ever jumping on one of those panels. You'd have a better shot hitting the Powerball than her giving 2 seconds of time to these people on panel. She knows. She knows. That's a strong grandma right there. That grandma is very strong. We say a prayer for her later on tonight. Y'all, and they're going through a lot.
Or if it's not just my kid, There could be hundreds of kids missing, and they're not doing their job, and it makes me scared for every one of my son's classmates. All right? I am at my wit's end. I have gone so long in my house, walking into my house, seeing my son's room empty. He's not playing video games with people give me shit about. You know what? People are going to give me shit because I let my son experience certain things, like playing video games and not having somebody breathing down on him, telling him you can't be on, you can't play video games because maybe you'll talk to somebody. I had conversations with my son. He didn't even use the headphones. You can't talk to anybody if you don't got the headphones in. It's a PlayStation 4. It ain't no PlayStation 5 with built-in stuff. I don't own a PlayStation 5. People giving me shit because I want my son's stuff back.
Yeah, I don't know what this is about. Who cares? The kid is autism. Look, he's 15, 16 years old. Those kids are going to play Xbox. I don't know who's saying this weird shit to him. There's nothing wrong with that. What's going on now? I don't know who's doing this stupid stuff. But the point is, he's aggravated about it. His blood pressure's going up. It's causing him stress. More reason to stay away from YouTube, because you're never going to be able to tell that person who's telling you that you're doing bad parenting by letting him go on Xbox and play and speak to people. You're never going to win that person over. Never. You don't have to beat the internet. You can't beat the internet. There's too many opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. The best thing to do is stay away. Stay away. Because the people that you're on panel with, if you were to stay away, I wonder if they would respect your decision. These people will tell you that me and Don are uncool and when we have a big fallout, and I've already proved it. It's just silliness. It's ridiculous. It's immature. But the fact is, I do respect Don enough to where if he wants to take a break from social media, I understand it's the most important thing that he can do for his psyche. Because I've had those conversations. Like I said, I felt what he just said. It is important for me not to pull him in. Could I pull him in and I could really give these tragedy pimps a good riff and a good laugh and we joke? Sure. But is it worth it? No, his psyche is more important. He's doing good, people. He's doing good. And I told this man years ago that he would feel way better if he just listened. But the problem I have with this shit is I've tried to tell Don 1,000 fucking different ways. Leave it alone. As a man, it's hard to do. I understand that. And now I'm seeing it with Seth. I can sit up here and beg him. It reminds me of addiction. At some point, you just have to do it yourself. At some point, you just have to make the choice yourself. The party's over. The party's over. We're stopping. I'm getting off this bus stop. I'm getting off right now. And I'm done with this. If you can't do that, you're almost doing it to yourself.
They took his stuff. That's all I have. It needs to be back in his room for when we find him and he comes home. Things are in the same place that they were when he left. Nobody seems to understand. I love my son. I miss my son. And I'm trying to find him. I'm out here today looking. Chloe kept me away from search areas. Plenty of search areas. Had people babysitting me because she didn't want me to find my kid. Well, we don't want you to come across his deceased corpse. Well, I'll tell you what, that's some type of closure. Me, I want to come across my son alive and well. All right? But still, to sit there and tell me that you're going to run this is my show because it's my son. And nobody's going to sit there and tell me that I can't participate trying to find my kid. All right? I communicate with TBI. If I go somewhere, they already know 2 days in advance, so that way they know where I'm going. because by be damned if someone's going to tell me not to go there. I contact TBI. I have everything recorded in chats, text messages, so they know my whereabouts. They know my locations. Because if I am somewhere, they want me to call them if I find something.
Sure.
And every time I go search and I don't have anything to show for it afterwards, you have no idea how it feels deep down inside that I failed to find my son, which means I failed to find him again. People want to sit there. I've got balls. I just don't need to fucking show my nuts to everybody. I just got to find my son. It's not about this shit. I am not fucking Christopher Proudfoot. All right? I have respect.
But why, everything he just said, you can feel it. If you don't want to sling the mud and you want unity, what's the point to that? You're really like it. This is the stuff that doesn't get me with Seth, man. People, that's just not normal, man. It's not normal. It's not normal. I don't know, ladies in the house, ladies. I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Am I silly for thinking this? Am I silly for thinking maybe this guy, Seth, is not all the way over his ex, Katie? Am I silly for thinking that maybe he's had animosity towards Chris, and this is a way to get back? Put a 1 in the chat if I'm crazy to think that, and if that's a possibility, maybe. And put a 2 in the chat if that might have some substance to it, to what you view. There's no wrong answer. There's absolutely no wrong answer. And fellas, you can chat, but I don't know. I felt that one might be for the ladies. We have some old wise women in here, so fellas, pay attention to everything they say. Okay. That's just what I'm saying. Okay, so thank you guys. Okay, thank you guys. Okay. So 1 would be. So the 2 would be there's some substance behind what I said. I just have a feeling. Long Gone says 1. I strongly respect her opinion. Long Gone, you want to call in or no? Are you busy? Give us 5 minutes. I don't have the answer, guys. I'm not the arbiter of truth here. You are 100%. Why didn't he clap back when Chris said he was gonna? I just don't understand. That was such a good everything he said was hitting home. And why did he say I'm not Chris Proudfoot? We know you're not Chris Proudfoot. That guy though is and I said this on my last live too. And the reason I even asked this question, right? And again, this is all this hearsay. We're just talking. But here's why, man. This guy used to be a corrections officer. I don't know how long ago, but this is what we know for factual, right? You got a corrections officer, and then you have a what does Chris do? What kind of work? Some type of construction, right? So you have a good guy and a bad guy. Here's what I could see, and this one's for my fellas. I could see a bad guy. I could see the bad guy being first with the woman. So there's the woman and there's the bad guy, and it doesn't work out. And then the woman finds a good guy. So if I'm the bad guy in the situation, I could see it. I could be like, okay, all right. Makes sense, right? But if it's the other way around, right? If I'm the good guy and we don't work out, and then she goes to a bad guy, that's gonna kind of mess my head up a little bit. I'm just keeping it real personal opinion and experience. It's kind of gonna mess. I've never had that before. I'm definitely probably not the good guy, but I don't know. I've honestly never had that before. Do I have anybody in the chat that's done that? This is a very interesting question. Off topic, but come on, ladies, keep it real. No judgment. Babe, has that happened to you?
What? No.
Have you ever been the good girl left for the bad girl?
Yeah.
No, but you're the good girl. You're talking. No. You. Yeah. So I'm talking about. Okay.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. No, you're not old, Charlene. You're not old. You know what a good guy is and a bad guy. You know what that is. So look. The guy Seth at some point is a correction officer. Okay. Anybody with law enforcement is a good guy, and I'm not ragging on people. Any good guys. You guys know good guys, bad guys. It doesn't necessarily mean or label the person a bad person or a good person, but you guys know the lingo. In dating, a good guy, a military man, a cop, corrections officer, an EMT, a fireman, a suit and tux, lawyer, doctor, good man. Then you have the bad guy look, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean he has to be criminal or anything, but bad guy, construction guys, had his problem with addiction in the past, likes to bar fight every now and then. You get the examples, okay? I don't know. So personally, as a man, I've always been the bad guy, unfortunately, but I've never had the girl go to a good guy. Usually she'll find another bad guy. I'm just keeping it real, okay? I'm just keeping it real. But if she would have went to the good guy, I'd be like, huh, isn't that something, right? I've just never been the good guy. If I was the good guy, I would expect like the one we break up and then she finds another good guy. I wouldn't like it. It would be weird for me if I'm the good guy to see her go to the bad guy, because that would mess my head up, right? Here's why. What am I doing wrong? Was I hitting it wrong? Was I not using, what was I doing wrong? It really fucked my mind up. I'm gonna be honest with you, it really fucked my mind up. I'd be like, what wasn't I doing? I'd be really skull fucking myself about this, right? And this has never happened. I've never even talked about this, but this is real. I'm just keeping it real. Happened to me. It does mess up. Yeah, of course it could be. How could it not? How could it not? Of course. How could it not? How could it not, right? But I feel like talking to his ex is overstepping, considering the ran away. Well, okay. So Shirley, you're getting how good. So here's the thing, though. There is a conversation back on the Web Sleuths Live where there's a conversation in the kitchen where and people don't know this either, where there was a discussion because Chris called Seth and Katie in the kitchen. They were discussing how Sebastian did not want to move in with Seth. He didn't want to change schools and whatnot. Okay. Now, so they've had the closed doors conversation, and that would be a little bit difficult. Here you are, the good guy, the ex, and the bad guy is kind of laying down the laws of the land and saying about your seed and saying, hey, just so you know, Sebastian doesn't really want to move in because of this and that. And then on this live, Seth tried to lie about that and backpedal, and Chris called him out. If you don't know that really happened. But it's all interesting. It's all the psyche. Listen, all we can do is think, and we're given what we can see, and we have dialect. All we can do is break it down, right? And that's all I'm doing. Again, just in case you just joined, I don't think that Seth is a bad man, or that he has anything to do with the disappearance of his son. I need to be very clear. I just am trying to get this guy to disassociate from tragedy pimps that are going to burn him. What's crazy is this. No matter how much he thinks Chris is the bad guy, he has no idea. His friends are going to hurt him. His little friends will hurt him 20 times more than Chris ever could in reality. Yes, 100%, Scarlett. I agree with that statement 100%. That's what we're talking about, ladies. Ladies, you guys know what a good and bad man is. Come on. Shirlene's still laughing. I agree with that. Okay. So what I'm saying is, I don't know. Listen, I just think I'm looking at it like this, right? This is a good chance. Maybe he likes the drama. Maybe he likes the attention to get back at Chris. A lot, and I'm only asking you this question with the good bad man. I've seen in the comments people say he's still in love with Katie. I don't know. I guess it's a woman's intuition or whatever. I don't really I don't know what to say about that. Let's give a vote on that. One, if he's still in love with Katie. Two, if he's not. But if that's the case, right? If that's the case, that makes a lot of sense on the mudslinging. It really does. It's a good public jab, you know. It makes sense. Now it means absolutely nothing in finding Sebastian, but it makes a little bit for dialect of what we're seeing here, if that makes any type of sense. Okay, so I like to see this. Seth is grasping at straws. He doesn't know which way is up. Believe the man's smart. History does dictate itself. It always repeats itself, Miss Shirley. Yeah, I do too. I don't want to get too off subject with this, but it's just, we're just talking people. You know, we had to CP was a counselor. Okay, thank you for this. He thinks he's a great talker. Okay, oh, I didn't know this. So he was a counselor? Okay, gotcha. Was I correct about the corrections officer? Good in the bed, but bad in the streets. There you go. You got it, Len. My understanding is the girlfriend he has now is the first since Chris. I don't know about that. I have no idea. Didn't even know he had a girlfriend. Didn't know. There's just the mudslinging is constant with Seth. And I'm going to be honest here. I see it way more with Seth than I do vice versa with Chris. Okay. This is just my opinion.
Respect for fucking people. But when people sit there and piss and shit on me and then bite me with their fucking venom-filled fangs and they're fucking poisoning the search groups against me, I brought people in that had no idea what was going on. I took regular people and brought them in for a cause, and that cause is dear to me. It's for my son. And then for someone to sit there and link this stupid shit that really had no fucking meaning at all. It's a video file. It's an audio file. I don't care. It doesn't get me any closer to my son. Yeah, it shows people how tired of it. People say I caused it because I answered questions or because I'm emotional.
You're vulnerable right now.
Justin, I gotta go. I love you, or because I'm emotional, Justin. I got.
We listen because there are vultures out
there. Same thing when I asked him because I saw what was, but certain people won't let it go. Keep poking the bear. Keep poking the bear.
Before you go, I want to say,
what's up, Josh?
You do what you do what you're doing. Keep looking for your son. I disagree about Trevor. I think he's a wonderful kid, a young man. I really do. And I think that
there's a misunderstanding somewhere.
I think that you think that.
I understand, Josh. I just think somebody got their hands into the kid and it's changing him a little bit.
But
this is crazy. You got a father with a missing child. He's breaking down crying. You got 3 tragedy pimps up there telling him how he's got wrong think. I think you're missing out with Trevor. Like, Trevor can offer any assistance law enforcement can. It's fucking a joke, people. It's a joke. And this is exactly my meaning to this. He's going to get burnt by these people. If they can convince him, he can't be that. I think Seth Rogers is a smart man. A smart man that thinks a lot of people are not as smart. And he's got more game than most. I'm not accusing him of anything. But I do think that he needs to realize who he's dealing with, because at the end of the day, he does not know these YouTubers. We talk about these people a lot and for years. We know them. He doesn't. I hope he wakes up, man. I really hope he wakes up. I don't know. I believe he was a deputy back in the day. I believe he drives a crane now or something. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I want to see. I'm going to drop this. You guys should check this out. there's a lot more to view. I'm putting it in the chat now. I want to see what else I have to show you guys. The layout of this live is a little weird, guys. I am aware of it. We will have it fixed by the next stream. Let's see. I shared the TBI thing. This would be Prayer Garden's ass. I don't know why she sent me that. Let me send you this, which is very important. This is what TBI has been working on for cyber crimes, Operation Protecting Tomorrow. 24 child online sexual exploitation and sextortion victims. They nabbed a bunch of people. I'll leave this in the chat. All comments in regards to Summer Wells and the upcoming trip, please leave. Ladies, fellas, no matter who you are, there's no wrong answer. If you made it this far in live on the replay, please leave comments as far as the situation. And I don't have the problem with Seth. I really hope that this finds it to his ears, because I don't want to see this guy get burned by these shit people. Okay. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, man. I'm big on that. You guys know that. I don't, but I don't know at the end of the day. I don't know. And none of us do. And it's wrong for us to kind of like assume. There's, a lot of people that have been on these YouTube streets and following true crime a long time. And a lot of you do have very good intuition. You have a good feel on things. And you have that old wise woman intuition, or that gut feeling. And it's usually never wrong. I understand that. I don't know what that is, but I know it's something. I know you don't ever mess with grandma's advice. I know that much. And so I understand it. Sometimes you know something, you just can't prove it. I understand that too. But to say someone's responsible for something with a child, I like to wait till we have some evidence or something fact-based, I just don't want to see this guy get burned. Read some comments and see what else is going on. Interesting comments when I asked you guys if he was still in love with her, though. Interesting. It's very, very good to learn. See, read the room is very important. So you guys totally agree with that. Survival of the fittest. I appreciate your perspective. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's not the popular opinion, but we try to keep it as real as we can be. I know you guys. You know what I know about YouTube? When you're into something, a case especially, when you're like, when it like magnifies to you, you really don't even care who's giving you the information. You get glued into it, and you just want updates. And you may even go into the video knowing this person's like not truthful all the time, or does these tricks and stuff, clickbait, whatever. But you'll still have at it because maybe they found something or whatever, and that's a bad habit we all do. Listen, we're human beings. It happens. They're not working on it. Rage Quit says I can't click on them. I don't know why that is. I'll drop it again though. In the description box, I'll put this. You'll find WIFEY's channel, her other channel, our channel, and my second channel. Subscribe to it. Babe, do you have something planned with Candace soon? Candace Wells has a YouTube channel. She was in the chat before. Her channel, it's at CanCan. We're gonna help her get going here on YouTube. You're gonna be seeing a lot more Candace. So make sure you subscribe to Candace's channel. If you don't know her channel, go to the description box and I'll put it there. But yeah, again, I just wanted to bring this to the light. I just see mudslinging with this guy, and I'm really happy for your comments during this, because it does seem to look like maybe the guy is still in love with his ex, and this is a good time to throw mud at the new man. And if that makes sense to me, but that does not mean that he has that doesn't mean he has anything to do with Sebastian Rogers disappearing. I'm just trying to make sense of what I see. and you know, and connect with you, because I know there's other people that are seeing and thinking the same things that I am. I'm just not going to come up here and tell you you had to pick a side. I'm right and you're wrong and you get blocked. No. We all have opinions and we all get to voice them. There was no timeouts tonight. You know, there's no wrong side. There's no wrong thing. It's adulting. It's civil discourse. We need it more in this country, like it's going out of style. Just like, okay, Nina and Seth teamed up. Study if human behavior, nothing wrong with that. Oh, 100%. You know, I had a psychiatrist one time write me an email when I was doing the Benny Keys videos, like really heavy. And they were telling me to keep what I'm doing. And this is a psychiatrist that's been retired for X many years. They're very concerned about this guy, Benny Keys. And they were telling me that when I make the videos, what I'm doing to him is really getting under his skin. And it's showing her like this psychological method. I couldn't even understand what she's saying. Very, very educated. But it was, you never know who's watching these videos. It was so cool. That was a very cool email that I got. I got another email once. You never know who's watching these videos. From a New York, a detective from the NYPD, retired. That was very interesting. Very cool. You never know who watches the videos. So I'm going to chop it up with you guys, my community, and we're going to talk about these things. But I do have Seth on the thumbnail. His name is in the title. He may come across it. And if you do see this, sir, you need to be very careful about these people online. You do. You do. You should look what they did to one of your community members in Tennessee, and the savagery what they did to that family. They don't care. And if you think that you have any significance more than them, you're just crazy, man. And I know you're going through a lot. I don't know what it is. I've never felt that. I know what grief feels like, but at least I get closure with grief. You don't need any of this extra stress. And these people will drive you right to it. You're vulnerable, and they're attacking that right now. You're already starting to see it. You're already starting to call it out. And then they're trying to correct you. Who are they to correct how you feel? You're a man. You are a man. I'm signing off, guys. Much love, much respect. Thanks for hanging out. Be safe. Share this out. Hit the link. Become a member if you can. And we always keep it real. Leave it in the comments, guys. For the people on the replay crew, leave it in the comments. Much respect, guys. Love y'all.